friends, welcome back again. So we stopped at a pet store. Mr. Jerry's ran in because we needed some kitty litter and I don't know what else he'll pick up. But today we are both tired. I could have just stayed home, but he has been waiting for the temperature to rise so he wants to stain our front deck again. If he doesn't do it today, it will be warm all week, it looks like. Right into the weekend. It's going to be in the mid-80s. So, yeah, there won't be too much today. I did crochet a Christmas ornament bobble with the plastic bulb that goes inside of it, and it was done with the moss stitch. The ornaments I got are not the ones with the little silver or gold knobs on top. They were the plastic, so I had to do some extra sewing so it would not, anyways, I had to do some extra work on it. So I did order a box of the kind that the designers suggested from Amazon. There's 12 in a box. So my goal is to set there, sorry my nose itches, is to crochet up a box of different patterns. She's got all different patterns, and I can match her gauge, where some of the others I just can't seem to hit their gauge, and so it gets frustrating. And then that way I will divvy up between the kids and ourselves some ornaments for our trees. So yeah, we're just going to go up and get some pears. I really don't think we're going to get apples, and we won't be doing pears today. I think I have to go get some more pint jars anyways, and as tired as we both are, and it's already 12:30. So, but anyways, I'm going to let you go, and I'll show you a clip when we get to Pearson's, and then when we're back home. See you soon, friends. Hey friends, we are home. It is 4 o'clock. I just didn't want to record. I don't know what I'm going to show you. I recorded a lot of scenery, but we'll see. But it was a good day out. So I wanted to come in here. Mr. Jerry's taken a little nap, and I'm tired myself. But I showed you that I wanted to do the little ornaments. And so this one is called Let's Go Sledding. It is 12 sled ornaments, and it is by Annie B's Folk Art. So these are going to be, they're 17 stitches wide by 31 stitches high, and they'll be on a 4-inch craft sled. So she's got them all in a wreath. So I am going to be working on that. Then there is the perforated paper, which is pretty thick. It is pretty thick. And the squares are right there. This is 14 count. And the sleds, they are little ornament sleds that you have to kind of fuss with the handles a little bit, but they are little wood 4-inch. So the design goes right in here. And what I do is I have some double stick heavy duty tape that I put on the back, and then stick it to this so that it holds. You can use glue, but I just felt more comfortable when I did it before doing that. But these are cute little sleds that the design goes on. And I think, yeah, there's 7 of them. And I got them all in this bag here. So, and we did end up getting, you would have seen it before I talk about it. We went to Pearson's, but they, the pears they had there we didn't really care for. And so we went back down to, I think it's Hanulux, and they're not too far from Pearson's. And they advertise pears and everything. That's where we got our apples last year. And so we stopped there, and they had Bartlett pears, and they looked really, really good. So we got a half a bushel of Bartlett pears for like $20. And then I got I think a half pack, that small bag of Somerset apples, which is a combo of a Fuji apple and Honeycrisp, and I've had them before. They're really, really good. Those apples are going to be for eating and, you know, like everyday eating, and I am going to take some to dehydrate because I do like snacking on those, even though they got points now. But anywho, and then Mr. Jerry, they had peaches there, and they looked really good to him. I have the window open and the neighbors outside. And so he got a 3-pound bag of these peaches. They're not very big, they're like this big, but they looked really good to him. And then as we left, outside on their stands, of course, they have mums and they have pumpkins and gourds and they have lots of stuff. Oh, he did get some apple cider there that was, no, I got that at Pearson's. He got apple cider at Pearson's, a half gallon, because they make their own right there from their orchard, and it's just apple cider. It's just apple juice is what it is. There's nothing else in it. It's not been processed or anything. And so when we were leaving the other place outside, they had all their half bushel apples bagged up, and they weren't bad prices. But there was one bin that said for sauces, and he had 3 half bushels, and they were like all mixtures, and they looked really good. And for a half bushel, it was $11. That is a good deal. So I'll be doing plain applesauce. But this year, because we have an apple core peeler, the kind that you stick the apple on the end, and then you hand crank it and it goes around, and that peels it and cuts it at the same time into rings, and then when you pull it off, the core is still there, and all you have to do is just pull them apart, throw them in the pot, and cook them down. So yeah, so we will be doing that. We will probably do the pears first, because I think apples will keep a little bit longer than the pears, but not today. And I'm going to probably have to get probably a couple more boxes of pint jars. So, but yeah, and then we came back, and of course he had stopped on the way up and got some cat litter and some cat food. And then on the way back, we stopped to Nashville to Good Time Pizza, and they had a 9-inch 1-topping pizza for $5. And of course, we always get ham and pineapple, and the 9-inch was like a dinner size plate, and not your big one. It's 9 inches. And we each had, that came, so it was 4 pieces. We each had 1 piece of pizza. I told my son I'm only going to eat 1, and he says, well, he'll only eat 1 because if he eats 2, then he won't want any supper. And we always get from there their mozzarella sticks that are fried. I know, but you know what? I don't do this all the time. I can't tell you, it's probably been a year since I've had fried mozzarella sticks. But we didn't think about it. We should have just ordered a half order, but we each had 4. And the mozzarella sticks cost more in points than that single piece, that little piece of pizza. It wasn't very big, but it was really good. And then I had a glass of Diet Coke. And you know, that's life, right? That's our retirement life. I worked it into my Weight Watchers. It's already tracked. We have the leftover pizza for tonight if we want it, or we have the corn chowder, or we have whatever. So we'll see. But anyways, and then I am going to, like I said this morning, make some more ornaments. And so I just wanted to come in and get this recorded to show you what came in for the kids for their ornaments. And I have all of my bobbinated, all of my, well, part of it. The other part isn't. DMCs are all here with their labels on it. And I wasn't for sure which ones I'm going to do, but I'm just going to go right from the beginning. They are all on the sled ones. They are all done in the background. On it is black, and then you have your colors. So if I can get that up close, you can kind of see. But what I like about these, this is paid for, so you know, it's nice and big. It's nice and big, and I like that. So I will just start out with the first one, and I am going, because the majority of them use the same colors pretty much. So I'm going to try to pull the colors while I'm in here of my first one, and that way I will have it in with the bags and everything. And then if I don't have that color, I'll pull something that, because it says if it's green or red or whatever. So, but yeah. So, and then I'll have to pull a needle. So this one is number 469. So I hope that your day was a good one. Ours was really nice, even though it would have been nice just to sit on my rump and not do anything. My head has not been the greatest today. It's the allergies. So, and just like that, that's one of the colors. So, all right. But, you know, such is life during the time right now. I need a heart one, and that is number 349. Oh, I don't know if I go that low. Let me see what this one is. Yep. Oh, but I just have to start on this stuff now, because if I don't, then, you know, I am struggling. This just doesn't look right. I'm sorry. I can't talk and do that at the same time. What color is it supposed to be? Coral. A dark. 352 53. But if I don't start working on some of this now, it doesn't get done. So 349. Is that what I said, guys? Yep. So 349. But I find for me, I'm like my friend Miss Laney. I have to keep my hands busy to keep my mind busy so I stay out of my head, because it's too easy to let everything that's going on in the world right now, which is not good, get into my head, and that's just not good. I have no 310 in here. I'll have to try to find some 310, some black. I know I have black because 310 seems to be the most common thread that everybody uses. But yeah, 472. I just thought I would pull a couple of these while you guys were on. Because I got up this morning, I was a little discouraged because I just feel like that no matter what I do, that's not the right one. No matter what I do, I just feel like I get into my head, as I said, that the extra walking I'm doing makes me hold on to the weight. Or if I change something up, you know, I just get into my head that it's just not going to get any better, and this is how I'm going to be, and you know, it's just going to not be good. I don't know if I'm the only one like that. 469 501. I might not have that color. Did I already pull it? Does anybody else? Oh my Lanta, 472. Does anybody else get like that? Because it is so discouraging, and then I get depressed, I get down, and a lot of it is because, you know, neither one of us slept good. Jerry was up and down into the restroom last night, and the cats were both on me, and they just were super snug tight to me. Felt like you know, when you put your kids to bed and you wrap them in a tight cocoon, that's exactly how my feet and legs felt. So we just didn't sleep well. I'm telling you. 472, and I need 472. But anyways, guys, I do appreciate you, and I appreciate the friendships, and I know that there are other creators out there that are more interesting and stuff like that, but this is just my outlet to help me, to find people who like to do like I do, and who is on a weight loss journey, and not put the pressure on how to do. Basically what you see is what you get. So and maybe sometimes that's just not what anybody likes, but hi, Mr. Simba. How are you? Mr. Simba's been such a lover boy. I have to move things. What? You're gonna lay right there? And Miss Nala, we've discovered she loves to lick bags. So we're going to have to do something with the apples and the pears, because she'll just sit there and lick, lick, lick. I don't know if you ever had a cat that licked bags, but she does. 470. I only have one more, and then that first sled is all pulled. Our first two cats, Miss Chanel. Yeah? What you doing? Curious. What you doing? our first cat, Chanel, that we had, well, not our very first cat, but our last two cats, Chanel was always a plastic licker, and so was Miss Callie. There's something about the plastic that if you left the Walmart bags or any type of plastic, they would just lick and lick and lick. I don't know if they were missing something in their diets or what the deal was, but I don't have this one. Y'all, I need number 470. It's a avocado green light, and 500 is a dark. 469. I already got that one, so that can't be it. Oh well, now I gotta look in my other container over there for that, so. But anywho, thanks for stopping by, my friends, and I hope you are doing well, and I hope that today was an awesome day for you. And if it wasn't, it will get better. That's what I tell myself anyways. It's got to be better than the day before. So that's why I do what I do. So, but anyways, thanks again, my friends. Stay strong, and we got this. And until we can meet up again, see you soon.